happy St. Patty's Day. So I just filmed this look. It went up on Saturday. I'll leave the link below if you want to see how I got this look, but I am so excited. I hope you're wearing green today. If not, I will pinch you through the internet. Anyways, I asked you guys if y'all would be interested in seeing things that I love and use every single day that I don't mention on my favorites videos. I don't mention them because they would be my favorites every week. You know what I mean? Just because I use them all the time. So what I mean by all the time is if I'm wearing makeup, I'm more than likely using these products. So y'all said you would be interested in that. So these are the top 10 things or 10 things that I don't mention very often, but I religiously use them. So also, none of this is skincare. So I did post last week my nighttime skincare routine. If you want to see that, I'll link it below as well. And if you're interested in seeing what I do in the mornings as far as skincare goes, let me know in the comments or thumbs up this video or something like that. So I can do that for y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. Isn't this outfit so fun? Oh my gosh, I love holidays and stuff like this. All right, so I'm just gonna pick from this pile that's sitting in front of me. Let's go ahead and start out with tools because that's the most boring thing. Every single time I wear makeup, I'm using some kind of beauty blender, or this is the Real Techniques. They're both dirty, but I use one of these two every time to apply my foundation. It's just the way that works best for me. I have dry skin and I feel like it gives me a little bit of a more dewy finish whenever I wet these and use these to apply makeup. And then of course, every time I wear mascara, I use these aren't tweezers, these are eyelash curlers. These are actually the Tweezerman ones. I've had the e.l.f. ones before and I did like them, and in a pinch they work, but these are just really a lot, for me, these work a lot better. So I love these. And then this is kind of boring, but I use these pointy Q-tips every single day to clean up around my eyes, or if I get mascara down here like I have right now, or my eyebrows. I always use these Q-tips. I love them. You can find them at Walgreens. And then I didn't really go into a lot of brushes, but one thing I do that I don't know if everybody does this, once I put my blush and bronzer on, I use one of these. This is a Duo Fiber F50. It's kind of like a stipple brush, but not as dense. And I blend out, instead of using a kabuki brush, I use this to kind of blend out my blush and bronzer. So I use this every single day. Okay, so let's get into the fun part, the makeup. I always start with the professional. Before I had the professional, I used a different, I used the Maybelline Baby Skin, and I used a couple of other different pore fillers. I know I like the Shadow or Too Faced Pore and Primeless, or whatever that was called. But I really like the Benefit Professional, so far the best. And I just tap it in right here, and that's where I put it. And I use it every day, and if I don't, I get so frustrated because my pores are like craters by the end of the day. Okay, and then another thing I always use is Painterly Paint Pot. Now, sometimes I'll use like a Maybelline Color Tattoo like on the bottom part of my lid, but I always start out with this to kind of conceal my veins. I have really thin eyelids, and so you can see my veins. I don't really suffer from dark circles under my eyes, but I do have darkness on my eyelids, so I always use Painterly. It's just a staple in my collection. Let me know if y'all want to see a collection video, because I did one a long time ago. Well, it hadn't even been a year, but my collection has drastically changed since then, so I know people love collection videos. So let me know in the comments if y'all are interested in seeing that, and I can do that within the next month or so, probably 2 weeks. Okay, another thing I use every day is this Chanel, okay, it's called, I always get it wrong, it's called Soliel de Chanel Bronze Universal. I have used this every single day for 6 months, and there's barely a dent in it. How I use it is I take, well, sometimes I'll use this MAC is this a 130 brush, like a little stippling brush, a small stippling brush, and stipple it on there. And I also, I thought I had it here with me, but I guess not. I also sometimes use the Real Techniques. It's like the, it's a foundation brush, but I use it, put it in there, and just dab it on before I put on. Okay, so I put on my foundation, and then I put on my concealer under my eyes, and then I put on this. So I use this every day. It doesn't matter if I'm going to top it off with a powder bronzer. If I'm just going to use this, I use this thing every day. And then I always, okay, this is a finishing powder. I was really confused what it was at the beginning whenever I first got it. It's a very luxurious product. It's the Meteorites. It's in the color number 2 Claire, and it's by Guerlain, or Guerlain, however you say it. Let me see if y'all can see it. They're like little Easter eggs. My friend Chelsea calls them Easter eggs. They smell so good. What it does for me, I do not set my whole face with powder, like, you know, just like a skin finish or anything like that. I don't do that normally because I have dry skin. So I set under my eyes with a powder, and then I take this and just finish it off with a big powder brush and just kind of pat it in all over my face at the end whenever I'm done with my makeup. And it just gives a very beautiful look, airbrush look to the face, and it kind of lights up your face. Like, I really can't explain what it does, but when I don't wear that, I can tell I'm doing something different. And then I always use a setting spray. It doesn't matter if I put on foundation or BB cream, I'm gonna put on a setting spray just because it makes me feel like it makes my makeup last longer. Currently, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock and Load setting spray, and this has been my favorite one that I've ever tried. So I probably have about half left. And then the very last thing that I always do, and I usually do this first, so this was kind of a weird, you know, a weird way of showing y'all, but I always put on Jack Black Lip Balm. It is the best. I probably have like 6 backups between me and Brad. This is the Shea Butter one. I love the cherry one and the grapefruit, but I always put this on right when I sit down to do my makeup because it just, you know, moisturizes my lips. It's perfect. It's my favorite lip balm. So if I didn't have this, I would just use another lip balm, but I always use a lip balm right when I sit down to do my makeup. And that's the things that I use every day that I don't really put in my favorites because y'all would probably get tired of hearing about them. So let me know in the comments if y'all want to see a collection video and if y'all want to see a morning skincare routine. And I hope everyone has a great St. Patty's Day. Be safe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!